Hello, and welcome to Rooster Teeth Productions Production Studios. We here at Rooster Teeth pride ourselves on making some of the top quality content that you see on the internet every day. I'm going to take a tour of the studio, and I thought that you would like to come along. Join me, won't you? We produce some of the top quality. Fuck. Okay, wait, go back.
Wow. Tell the other
They owe me money. Okay, so the other thing was, Gavin doesn't respect the wedding because he doesn't just like. You're emotionless.
I'm not a fan of tradition.
Emotionless.
And like all the weird stuff.
Monty is too busy to care. Monty's like, he's there and he's thinking about other stuff. It's like, Monty, if I'm Monty, I'm like, okay, I'm at a wedding, but okay, I gotta go to work at some point, so I'm gonna go. And he doesn't care, so he's not paying attention to stuff like that. So we're eating appetizers before, well, you guys are outside taking pictures. And Monty's like, where are they? And I said, they're outside taking pictures. You know, Monty's like, what, they didn't take pictures before? It's like, no, because the bride and groom couldn't see each other. He goes, meh. So, and then we're sitting there, and we're just chit-chatting with Monty. And I look over and I see the cake, and I go, hey, Monty, want a piece of cake? And he goes, yeah, what kind of cake is it? I go, I don't know. He goes, I go, just get a piece. I go, get me a piece when you get one too. He goes, okay. Sheena goes, what are you doing? He took a full step towards the cake, and I was like,
he was gonna cut a wedding cake.
I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be the greatest moment of my life if Monty starts cutting the cake before they even get inside.
That would have been a meltdown.
Oh my god!
But if
you are the worst.
If it's Monty, it would have been really funny.
Why?
Because look, I mean, they had a wedding and they cut the cake, and
Monty
that's like.
would just be sitting there eating the cake.
Also, I don't think he'd be sorry, would he? Like, Lindsay would be like, what? He'd be like, I mean,
it's cake.
It's cake. I was going to eat it anyway.
What a piece of cake. So I almost got Monty to cut the cake. I was that close to getting Monty to cut the cake.
Especially if you cut right in the front of it.
You're
This
a
is
terrible
why-
person.
Cena ruined all the fun, man.
This is why I don't want to get married in front of anyone I know.
I didn't know where you were. And this is our green screen. Due to budget cuts and the rising crude oil prices, we couldn't afford to paint a blue screen, but we can make it blue thanks to the miracle of movie magic.
So I have it's funny that you say that when she walked in with you. I don't want to tell the story, but I'm gonna tell it anyway. God damn it. So my shoulder bugs me a little bit, and I go on a fairly regular basis. I go and have my shoulder worked on. I go to a massage therapist, and I get a massage. Barbara, they massage my shoulder to fix it.
What do they do?
They massage it. And
One more time.
So I hadn't gone in a while. Hadn't gone in like 2 months. I was going regularly. Then something happened where I did a thing where like I had an appointment, then forgot I had an appointment.
Did it shut off?
And I didn't go. It didn't shut off. And because I missed the appointment, I was like embarrassed, so didn't go back at all for like 2 months. Finally went back, called in. I was on my phone in my car. Fuck. So I called in. I called the place. It's just like this club. Like it's like you pay $40 a month, and they give you one massage a month, and you go. So I said I need to make an appointment for this week. And they said, what do you want? Do you want to do deep tissue or like relaxation? I said, I'm working on my shoulder, so I need to do deep tissue. And so they said, okay, well, we have this person, this person, and this person. I said, I'll take this person. His name's Larry. I said, I'll take Larry because I can do it at 3 o'clock. And they were like, okay. They were like, great. What are you laughing about, Gaff? You freaked out that I have a male masseuse?
I'm surprised, I'll be honest.
Really? Why?
I only know 2 people named Larry. One is the one who works for Achievement Hunter. The other one's my dad. So I'm just
I was
picturing both
imagining
of
Barbara's
Yeah.
dad.
But like, I go to male masseuse because they're stronger, no offense, and they can get in deeper and harder on me. So, and then sometimes they let me blow them. So that's the reason I go to a massage. No big deal. Now I really don't want to tell the rest of the story. So, I'm driving, so I make this appointment, and I'm all nervous about missing my appointment again because I missed the last one. So I go, hey Siri, beep, comes up. I say, make an appointment, massage appointment tomorrow at 3 o'clock with Larry. And she goes, okay, scheduling your appointment tomorrow, massage appointment with Larry. Do you want me to schedule it? I said, yeah, confirm. She goes, okay. About an hour later, Larry Herb, Major Nelson from Xbox Live, calls me or emails me. And he says, "Hey, Burnie, I got this request for an appointment tomorrow." And I have a lot of conflicts at that point in time. So I don't think I can make this meeting.
Holy shit!
I wanted to die. I wanted to die. I was like praying a meteor was gonna hit the earth and just kill us all.
Wait, what just happened?
We had to fill out declaration cards for landing in Japan, and we were passing this area, which is completely closed down and dark and creepy. And I said, "Oh, well, there's probably some pens right here." And so we went to go take one of these pens on the chain, and it's a thermometer, not a pen. So we have SARS now, for sure.
And the guys upstairs are also in charge of our live action productions. Let's see what they're working on now. Guys, what are you working on? Guys, what are you working on? Guys, what the fuck are you working on? God damn it! Look at me, pew, pew, pew. Fuck you. Get in there, get in your fucking office. Guys, it's 5:15. I want to go home, I got a family. You and me, we're done professionally, okay? Do I come down to where you work and knock the dicks out of your mouth, Brandon? Specifically his dick out of your mouth? No, sir. No, I don't. So why are you knocking the dicks out of my mouth? I don't want any more bullshit from anybody else for the rest of the day, okay? That includes me. I don't need your goddamn approval. You know what I need? Your fucking hand. Like, hey, where the fuck is he going? God, shut up! Fuck, shut the fuck up! So I showed up at dinner. Monty was there. Monty, you want to get in the hot seat and talk to us a little bit?
Monty Oum.
Monty, come back up. So
You're screwing him because the light went off.
after that event, then I went to go meet the Rooster Teeth group at dinner. They had a group dinner that night. And so I walked in, and the way Barb described it was, because everyone had to reconstruct these events for me, is I walked in to the middle of the restaurant, walked up to our table, and went to them. I walked up, and I go, "You're all drunk!" And then Barbara goes, "Uh-oh." So, nice. Then I spent, I don't know, I was sitting next to Monty. I remember at one point, they refused to give me dinner or something.
Who did?
The waiter.
Oh, really?
There was foul play involved, is what he's saying.
They were trying to slow me down.
They were tricking you.
I wouldn't have
This
it,
is
though.
what Barbara texted me. Go ahead and read that out.
Barbara wrote, and I kind of remember doing this, is that I stood up at dinner where everyone's there. They've been working so fucking hard. They had this crazy thing where they had to like get their flights canceled. They had a road trip from LaGuardia in New York all the way to Boston.
That.
They were all like completely miserable by day 2. Not miserable, but just like exhausted. And so I stood up, owner of the company, I stood up, I held my glass up to everyone at the table. Everybody like stops and looks at me, and I go, "I am Catbug." I slammed my drink and sat down. Barbara said she laughed for about 20 minutes after that.
Do you remember, Burnie, back a million years ago when we used to make Red vs. Blue together and like all the time we worked together and did all that stuff?
Oh my God, it was so great.
Would you say you play more or less video games now than you did back then?
What'd you tell me?
How did you manage that?
You said
Bernie,
Michael says jump.
You fucked that up somehow.
He says just jump.
Everyone in front of you Ryan did go get him. Bernie jumped from the wingsuit point and didn't wingsuit. I don't know how. I've never seen that before.
That's fucking horseshit.
I've never seen that
love
before.
it.
Shit.
Asked about it first.
And you didn't point at
Oh,
me.
boy.
Two
Blue's
people
coming.
in
Blue's
front of
coming
you
real
just
quick.
did it. You watched them do it.
Here
There's
comes the blue.
There's
Michael,
no button.
I fell for that. I could
You
jump.
just jump.
All right, Bernie, you're going to need to jump in the boat right under us.
Maybe you have to sprint? I don't know. He walked to the edge and just jumped off.
All right, get in the boat.
I'll jump off the bridge into the boat.
One of my favorite jokes when I was a kid is there's 3 guys and they have bricks. They find a pile of bricks and they want to see who can throw bricks up in the air the highest. But they can't tell from the ground how high they're going to go up. But the ground's all muddy. So one guy says, "Hey, if we throw them high enough, we'll see how far they sink in the ground. Whoever sinks the furthest went the highest." Like, oh, that's good. First guy takes the brick, throws it up in the air, comes down, sinks like a foot into the mud.
Damn.
Like, second guy's like, "I can beat that." Goes up, winds up, throws the brick up in the air, comes and lands and goes 3 feet in the ground.
Wow.
And the last guy goes, "I can beat that." Goes up, winds up, takes his brick, throws it straight up, and it doesn't come down.
So the other joke that I like to tell when I was a kid, I thought that joke was fucking hilarious. The other joke I like to tell
Wait,
when I was a kid was
so is the end missing or that was the joke?
It's like an
because
anti-joke.
it didn't come down because it lands in the mud.
It's like an anti-joke, Barbara. It's exactly the kind of thing you
Yeah,
were
oh,
talking
because he
about.
dropped it.
Or no, he threw it up and it just didn't come down.
It went the highest because it never came
down. So that's
but
like
he
beat
loses the
system.
contest because
Yeah.
it.
Or he lost or whatever. Yeah. The other joke I loved when I was a kid
God.
was this woman books. She wants to travel to see her mother, and she wants to bring her parrot with her because her mother loves a parrot. But the only ticket she can afford is on the no parrot, no smoking airlines. And you're not allowed to bring a parrot on. And you're not allowed to smoke on the plane. But she thinks I can get away with this, so she takes the parrot. She's like, gives it a bunch of like food, puts it in her jacket, sneaks it on the plane.
Drugs it up a little.
So she's on the plane. Everything's going great. Then the pilot walks back, comes walking down the aisle. Like, they've taken off and they're like at cruising altitude. They're just flying along. The pilot comes out, walks down the aisle, saying hello to everybody. But
as pilots do.
He's smoking. This is when I was a kid. They would do that. They didn't have to be blocked in by the food cart. And he's smoking this big cigar, big ass long cigar, which obviously he's not supposed to do. It's no parrot.
Pilots do it all the time.
No smoking airline. So he comes walking down the aisle and he stops at the lady's seat. He goes, "How are you enjoying the flight?" And she's like, "Fine, everything's great." He goes, "Well, we'll be there on time, so everything should be fine." She goes, "Thank you very much." And then he hears, and he's like, "What was that?" She goes, "Nothing." And he goes, "You have a parrot in your coat." She goes, "No, I don't." And he rips it open, and there's the parrot. He grabs the parrot. He's like pointing at her. He's like, "You're not allowed to have a parrot on this plane." And she grabs the cigar out of his mouth. She goes, "You're not allowed to have a cigar on this plane." And he goes, "No parrots allowed." He opens the window and he throws out the parrot. Opens the window of the plane, throws out the parrot. She goes, "Well, you can't have a cigar." And she throws a cigar out the window of the plane. Slams it. He goes storming off. She sits in her seat. She's so mad because her parrot got thrown out of the plane. He's back up there. He's flying the plane. He's just like, and then he hears a little knock. And he turns around and there's the parrot, and it's in the window of the plane, like the cockpit, waving at him. And guess what it's got in its mouth?
A cigar?
No, the brick. Thank you, everybody.
All right.
Well played.
That's the post show.
Played, Bernie Burns.
Thanks for watching that great ending to the post show. We'll see you guys next week.